shouldn't open the door. But when you hear a voice whispering your name from the other side at 3 a.m., what else are you supposed to do?
Who's there?
Silence. Then a wet, slithering sound, like something dragging itself across the floor.
You let me in.
What the hell? Who are you?
The voice didn't come from the hallway. It came from inside the house, from right behind me.
You shouldn't have opened the door.
Get out of my house.
The lights flickered. In the flashes of darkness, she got closer. Her skin wasn't right. Too smooth, too pale, like something wearing a person.
Too late. You already invited me in.
I didn't invite you.
The door was open. That's enough.
The air turned cold. My breath came out in white puffs. She smiled. Her teeth were too sharp.
What do you want?
You.
As the lights went out, something grabbed my wrist. Her fingers were too long, too many.
Let go.
No.
Then the whispering started. Not just from her. From the walls. From the floor. From inside my head.
You shouldn't have opened the door.
A second voice. A man's voice. But there was no one else there.
Who said that?
We all did.
The whispers grew louder. Hundreds of voices, all saying the same thing.
You shouldn't have opened the door.
You shouldn't have opened the door.
The floor creaked, the walls groaned. The house wasn't empty anymore. It was full, and they were all looking at me.
What are you?
Hungry.
The last thing I saw before the darkness swallowed me whole was her smile. And the door, still wide open.
What the hell is happening?
You're ours now.
Her voice echoed from everywhere at once. The ceiling, the floor, inside my skull.
No, this isn't real.
Oh, it's real.
The second voice came from the hallway. A shadow moved there. Too tall, too thin. Its limbs bent in ways that made my stomach twist.
You opened the door. Now you walk the hall.
And you don't stop walking.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
I turned to run. The front door was gone. Just another stretch of that endless hallway.
No exits here. Only doors.
A dozen doors lined the hallway now. All identical. All slightly open. And behind each one, whispers.
Pick one.
Or we'll pick for you.
My hands shook. The air got thicker. Harder to breathe. Something wet dripped from the ceiling. It wasn't water.
What's behind the doors?
You'll see.
The first door creaked open wider on its own. Inside, a room just like mine. But in the corner, a figure sat on the bed. Its head turned slowly. Too slowly.
That's where you belong.
No, that's not me.
The thing on the bed stood up. Its face, my face, smiled with too many teeth.
It will be.
The second door flew open. A hand shot out. Bone-thin fingers wrapped around my arm.
Or maybe you'd prefer this one?
Let go of me.
The whispers rose into screams. The hallway stretched longer. The doors multiplied. And a thing wearing my face started walking toward me.
Too late to run. Too late to scream.
The last thing I heard before the doors slammed shut behind me was my own voice, laughing.
No.
The reflection lifted a finger to its lips.
But
Then the lights went out for good. I shouldn't have answered the door at 3 a.m., but when I heard my dead wife's voice whispering through the keyhole, I had to open it.
Sarah, is that really you?
You left me alone in the dark. Now I'm back. And I brought friends.
The door creaked open on its own. Behind it stood Sarah, pale, smiling, her eyes black as oil. And behind her, shapes, twitching, crawling.
No, you're not real. You died in that crash. I buried you.
You buried something, but not me. I've been waiting, watching. Every night I stand outside your door. Every night you sleep right through it.
The air turned thick, like breathing through wet cloth. The shapes behind her stepped forward. Too many limbs, too many teeth.
Well, what do you want?
You know what we want. You've always known.
The lights flickered. The walls pulsed like a heartbeat. And then,
Dude, wake up. You're screaming in your sleep again.
I jolted upright. My roommate stood over me, shaking my shoulder, but the sheets were soaked, not with sweat, with something darker.
It wasn't a dream, look.
I held up my hand. My fingers were stained red, and on the floor leading to the door, footprints, bare feet, dripping.
What the hell is that?
He knows.
Her voice came from the hallway. The door swung shut. The lock clicked.
We're not alone.
The lights went out.
Dude, this isn't funny. Turn the lights back on.
He can't.
Her voice was right beside me now, close enough to feel her breath. Cold, rotten.
What do you want?
You took something from me. Now I take something from you.
A wet, tearing sound filled the room. My roommate gasped. Then silence.
Mike,
No answer, just a sound of something heavy hitting the floor. Something wet.
One down.
My phone buzzed in my pocket. I fumbled for it, the screen casting a sickly blue glow. One new message. From Sarah's number.
that's impossible.
The message read, "Look behind you."
Too late.
The phone slipped from my fingers. The screen shattered. In the broken glass, I saw her reflection, and behind her, dozens of them, smiling, waiting.
No, please.
It's better if you don't fight.
The last thing I felt was their hands, cold, endless, pulling me into the dark.
Just a nightmare?
My phone buzzed on the nightstand. A voicemail from Mike. Relief flooded through me. Then I looked down. My hands were clean. No blood, but under my fingernails, dark crust, like dried mud or something else.
You can't wash it off.
Her whisper came from my closet. The door stood slightly open. Inside, complete blackness.
This isn't over.
It never is.
My bathroom faucet turned on by itself. The water ran red. The mirror fogged up. Words appeared in the steam. She's still here.
Sarah, what did I do to you?
You know. You've always known.
The bedroom door slammed shut behind me. The closet door creaked open wider. Something shuffled inside. Something that breathed in wet, ragged gasps.
No.
Yes.
From the darkness, a pale hand emerged. Finger by finger, reaching.
You shouldn't have buried me there.
Memories flooded back, the accident, the shallow grave, the lies I told. The thing in the closet wasn't Sarah, not anymore.
I'm sorry I was scared.
Now you'll never be scared again.
The last thing I saw was her smile stretching too wide. The last thing I heard was the closet door clicking shut behind me.